It's your brother, Chief Lamashegu Yepalsi Wulana, also known as Prince Ayoko, sending my peaceful, warmly, and blessings to you all. How are you doing, and how is our families at your side doing? I hope and pray that your night is going very well, and I hope and pray that you all having a wonderful and productive Monday, as well as Tuesday, because it's Tuesday here. All right, so family, I'm here again, once again, to share with you about the realities of what is going on with regards to land ownership in Ghana. I'm here once again to share with you with regards to the land ownership in Ghana. That is when you are able to have your money, buy your lands, and you know what, go into building. This is very important conversation, but I'm so glad that I've had this heads up and I'm coming back to have this conversation. I had this conversation with you all about I think that was sometime last year. Yeah, but this time around, I'm coming back to have these conversations with you all. And the reason is that I want you all to understand exactly how it takes to acquire a land in Ghana to be able to build your house. It could be your dream house. It could be any other house that you want to build. It could even be for investment. That one is up to you. But the most important thing is what I'm going to share with you. You know, I would never, ever feel happy when I see people struggling with the lands that they bought, you know. And we don't do this. Like, no, we don't do this. So before I continue with this conversation, please don't forget to share this video with your families and friends, because you know what, it's very important for you to share. It's very, very, very important for you to share, and it's very, very important, you know, for you to listen to this video, especially when I just come out to share with you these informations. I don't go live on my channel just like that for viewership. No. When you see me live, it means I have some information to share. And that is what I always do. When I don't have anything to share, mostly I don't come live if I have nothing to share. I always come to share with you what would be beneficial to you and what will be beneficial, you know, to your family, our family. That's how I always call it. And then moreover, the most important part of it is what will be beneficial for all of us to learn. So above all, what we have to do is that we have to stay focused, especially when we are purchasing lands in Ghana. It doesn't matter the location. It doesn't matter the location. So this information that I'm sharing with you is very, very, very important. Like very, 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 very important, especially to our brothers and sisters, even our own families who lives in the diaspora, like our very own families who lives in Europe, who lives in America, who are into building, who are doing all kind of these projects, you know, building projects and so on and so forth. I'm gonna share with you these informations because you know what? The reason why I'm sharing these informations is because a lot of people are reaching out to me, asking me about how to acquire lands, asking me about how to register their lands, asking me about how to buy lands, asking me about how to do livestock farming, asking me about how to do their building projects and all of these things. Even there are some of these people, they even knew me. They even started their building projects before they got to know me. They started their building projects before they got to know me. But when I do business, I'm very strict, like very, 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 very strict when I do business. I don't always focus on the money that you bring into my table or that you bring into me when we are doing business. But I'm also focused about what you're gonna get at the end of the business. That's what I'm focused about. So I don't deal with gamers and I don't play when I do business. I'm very, 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 very strict. So I'm gonna share with you some information about how to acquire lands in Ghana, especially to those our brothers and sisters. Like I said, we have a couple of people who lives in the diaspora. We have a couple of people, our brothers. Even in Tamale here, we have some Dagombes. In northern Ghana here, we have people originally from northern Ghana. They moved to the UK, they moved to the US, they moved to Asia, they moved to some parts of the world for so many years, like just some few years, like 20 years ago, like 30 years ago, like 40 years ago. To me, I see that as, yesterday. I see those years as yesterday. The reason why I see those years as yesterday is because, you know what, when you are into something, you have to be very, very focused. But then the reality about this situation is that a lot of these people who are from here in Ghana, be it in northern Ghana, be it in the upper west region of Ghana, which is also part of northern Ghana, be it in the upper east region of Ghana, which is also included in northern Ghana, be it in the Savannah region or be it in the northeast region. You see, all of these parts that I just mentioned is part of northern Ghana. That is northern Ghana, upper east region, upper west region, Savannah region, and then the northeast region. These are 5 regions. So these are the regions that we have in northern Ghana. So let me take you to the southern parts. We have the Ashanti region, we have the Volta region, we have the central region, we have the western region, and then we have a couple of regions that has been divided over there, in the south. But originally, growing up, I know Ghana to be divided into 2, the north and the south. Politically, that's what I knew. But because Ghana is very, very much developing faster, our politicians has divided Ghana into so many regions. You understand? But then this is not what I'm talking about right now. I'm just trying to let you know exactly what it is, so you can all have a better understanding about what is really going on with regards to land ownership and how to acquire lands, especially when you want to go into building. Especially when you want to go into building. Not just building for business purposes, but at least even when you are building a house to live, as well as your family. When you are building a house for you and your family to live, this is much concern. So it is very important for me to share this important conversation with you. So at the end of the day, you can come back and thank me and let me know that Prince Ayoko has really helped me. I'll have to open your eyes with regards to how you have to acquire your lands in Ghana. Because the situation that went in the Gambia and still going on there, is so bad. I'm sorry to say this. Hello, my sister. Love to travel with Wave. Blessings to you. Greetings to you and mom. How is mom doing? And how is the family doing? So you see the situations that went on in the Gambia. Gambia is just a tiny country like this. Like it's just like this. But the situation that has went there, that has went on there, I don't want each and everyone to experience that particular situation with people over there selling some fake lands to people selling some, unregistered lands, selling lands that they don't even have. It's so sad, it's so dramatic, and it's unfortunate. That was not what our ancestors told us to take care of their belongings, especially to we those who are in the African continent, as the landowners. You understand? So what I'm going to tell you is that in everything that is going on in Africa with regards to land ownership, it circulates. It runs in a circle. It runs in a circle. When it moves from here, it goes to here. Or sometimes when it's here, it goes to here. That is how it is. That is exactly how the situation is. A lot of people has contacted me to buy lands from me, and I told them that no. So this is what I do. When people contact me to buy lands, first of all, I make a survey. I make a personal survey to see if this person is okay for me to sell my lands to. Then I sell the lands to the person. But I have stopped doing that for some time. The reason why I stopped doing that for some time is because, when you are able to have a house, when you are able to own a house, that means you already acquired a land before you build the house. There are some people, they will just come to you, tell you that, oh, we want to have a land, we want to build this, do that, do this. And at the end of the day, they're going to use that as a business to deceive other people, which is what I hate the most. Because if that was what our ancestors were doing, we wouldn't have all come and meet these lands that we inherited. We wouldn't have been able to come and at least use our money to buy these lands that is still available. If our ancestors was passing through the bad channel, I believe that we wouldn't have been able to acquire all of these lands that we can call our lands. So what we have to do is that we have to maintain and to protect the legacies of our ancestors, as well as what they have left behind for us. If we are able to maintain all of these legacies, protect all of these legacies, no one would cheat each other on lands, based on lands. You see, the reality is the truth, and the truth is the reality. I would not sell any land to make money. Personally, I would not sell any land to make money. But then I sell lands based on the people that buys the land from me. I sold the previous lands that I sold. Some of these lands, when I sold them, it was very good because you know what? I was able to sell lands to some people that at least bought the land from me, and I was expecting them to use the land to be able to have a place to sleep and to be able to do what? Help others. Use the lands that they bought from me to help others. But at the end of the day, some people bought lands from me, built some cheaper houses on the lands, sold it out to some people. And Some people also came and bought lands from me, use it to build homes that they want to live with their family. So you see what I'm saying? So this whole issue is very complicated. So this particular live video that I came out to make has to deal with, both parties, including people who are selling lands in Ghana and in Africa. You see, it's just like the tree. When the last tree dies, the last man dies. Because it is tree that provides us oxygen. And we humans provide trees with carbon dioxide. So we breathe out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, that is what trees breathe. And trees gives us oxygen. That's why I love plants. So what we have to do is that it is like sharing. You see, the left hand washes the right hand, and the right hand washes the left hand, and the right hand washes the left hand. So what we have to do is that as people who owns the lands in Africa, this is what we have to think. Even with the Chinese, with these Europeans, and with these people that is buying lands from us, let's take time to think about all of these people and to know how to deal with the people that we sell our lands to. It's very shameful. It's a shame. Like, it's very, very shameful when you sell land to someone, and at the end of the day, the person will use the same land that he or she bought from you, to deal with you in a very bad way. You see what I'm saying? But in the reality, what we have to do is that we have to be like this. Stand at one point. You see the way I raise my finger. That's how I always stand. It means a lot. It means when we all stand together as one, no one can come and cheat us. You see, when you raise your finger like this and then say we are one, no one on earth can come and cheat you. But when you raise your hand like this, it is only a toughest man, like the toughest of the toughest man, who can do that with boldness. Like, let's say when I raised my hand like this, I said, okay, well, we are all one. You understand? Always when you see me raise my hand like this, that's the significance. It means we are all one. I can assist you, you can assist me, we can assist each other. But the reality about the land tenure system in Africa, not only in Ghana, but I'm talking to my brothers and sisters in this video, based on the people who are buying lands from Ghana. See, in Ghana, there are some lands, especially in the southern parts. When you go and buy this land, let's say you buy the land for like 5,000 USD, 2,000 USD, 3,000 USD, 20,000 USD, 30,000 USD. It depends on the location. After you paid for the land, you have to go and register the land. Some of the lands, that's how it is. And after you do that, you have to go and hire, especially in the southern parts. It's very bad there, very wicked. After you buy the land from Accra, from Kumasi, from this Kofredria, from Cape Coast, from this parts of Ghana, trust me, this is not an accusation. To those who has bought their lands over there, they can be able to confess and tell you what I'm saying, including the Volta region. There are some parts of Ghana, when you have the money to buy land, you have to have money to hire people who protect the land. This is nonsense. This is just nonsense. So at the end of the day, you the buyer will be the loser. Because if you buy the land, like when you buy the land, after you buy the land, and you don't have people that will protect it, I'm talking about way back in the southern sector, it means that you'll be the loser. Because they can sell land to like 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, down to like 10 people. they can sell the same land to people. Just one piece of land. Imagine one piece of land being sold to like 10, 5, 1, 2. What is the meaning of this? The same land that we are going to be buried when we die. Why should we do this? This is nonsense. This is, to me, when I think about it, I just think about it to be nonsense, because it doesn't make sense to me. Land cannot make you rich. You see, go find a work and do. just try to at least do something that will bring you income, instead of using lands to dupe people, instead of using lands to just cheat people. Just go find something else and do. You see, but we don't have to do all of this shit. Those people are very fortunate that they are not here, because when they are here, there are some people like that here. There are some people like that here in the north. But before they, okay, so the most fortunate part of it is that here in the north, before they do that to you, they'll have to look at you on the face. So that's the difference. In the south, they will not do that. Like me, that is here as a chief. I'm a chief here. I'm Lamashegu Yepalsi Wulana. I'm a chief. You see, I have a position. We owns the lands. But when I go back to, let's say, Accra or any part of the southern sector, they will just look at me as an ordinary person, because you know what? They don't, those people over there, they don't even respect their chiefs. They use everything by force. But then the reality is that is not how our customs and traditions with regards to our land tenure system has to go. It is not supposed to be going on like that. Because when it goes on like that, the problem is that it creates confusion. Because when I have power here, or if I have power here over the land, and I go to Accra or Kumasi or Takoradi or Cape Coast or Kofredria or Sinyani or any parts of these capital cities in the south, and then go and buy a land, and later it comes out to be like I'm not the owner of the land. It's not good, because it might create some confusion. When I say I'm not going to accept it, then it's going to create a whole new it's going to create a whole new confusion. Because the reality is that as Ghanaians, we know each other and we know how we defend ourselves. But that's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that, like, even when you have land and you are selling the land, you should be much open before you sell the land. You should be able to know that this land that I'm selling, right after I sell the land, I don't own it again. Like, for instance, I have some lands on my next door community. I sold the land over 2 years ago. I sold the land over 2 years ago. And the reality about the land, the person that I sold the land to was from the US. She was from California. I don't want to mention her name for everyone to know that she bought land from me. Up to date, she never built the land. She never did change of ownership on the land. I never claimed ownership of the land for over 2 years. I always ask her. I can't even remember the last time I talked to her about the land. She paid me fully for the land. The only thing that is left for her to do is the change of ownership, which I'm always asking her to do. You see, I have forgotten about the land, but I still protect it. Because you know what? It doesn't belong to me again. It doesn't, automatically, it doesn't belong to me again. And I can't claim ownership of the land again. So you see what I'm saying? She's not here. She bought the land over 2 years ago. and the land is still there, in my heart, even when I'm dying, I will let my family know that that land doesn't belong to me again. It belongs to her. That is how we have to deal with land tenure system. That is how we have to deal with land ownership. But don't go, as a chief or as a traditional ruler or, as a landowner. Don't just go and sell land to someone and say, oh, I've sold the land to this person. And for the fact that the person is not here, I'm going to sell the land to different person again. Who the heck are you? Or what the heck are you doing? Or that is stupidity. To my brothers and sisters in the South who are watching me, especially to these people in the royal families who are doing all of these things, I'm pleading with you to stop it. Because you know what? If you refuse to stop it, your ancestors will attend to you. Your ancestors will be upset with you. Even the Almighty Creator, the Almighty Allah, the Almighty God, will be upset with you because you don't own the lands. You have inherited the lands from the original source. So why can't you maintain it that way? Why? Like how? You see, it's very simple and common sense. If your ancestors, or when your ancestors were going to be selling lands like that from this person to this person, or let's say selling lands to like one piece of land to like 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 people, what do you think will happen? You wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't even come and meet anything. Land, you see, land, the earth is much older than every human being on earth. The skies is much older than every human being on earth. So let's respect God's creation. This is not about religion. Let's be real with each other. And let's focus on what we are doing. You see, first of all, the original owners of the lands in Ghana is the traditional rulers. That is the kings and the chiefs. The divisional chiefs, the divisional kings, the paramount kings, and all of these things. Let's say when we go to the Ashanti region, we have the Ashanti Hene, which is Otumfuo Osei Tutu, the second. He is the rightful owner of the Ashanti kingdom, and he also have his sub chiefs and his elders. Most of these elders and the sub chiefs has got their lands. He is the overall ruler. He is the overall ruler. When you come to the Dagbon kingdom, we have the Yana. He also have his divisional kings, and they also have their sub chiefs, and all of these people has got lands. You see, so what belongs to the overlord king belongs to him. I'm talking about the lands. And what belongs to the divisional kings and everybody belongs to them, including we, the princes and the chiefs. You see, I'm now in a position of a prince and a chief. So I have to be boldly with you. If I happens to be with, if I happens to fall on the shoes of one of these people who are kind of, duping people for lands, I would have so much properties by just duping people and deceiving people. But I say no to that. I say 100% no to that. And that is why I say I'm not selling my lands. Because you know what? I am maintaining my respect and my legacy. I don't do that. The lands that I have and the lands that I protect, I even wish that I have much more than that, so that the future generations will come and still have some lands that they can own, just like the way I'm owning lands. But then sometimes we are so stupid. Some people are so stupid, say that They want to own everything in the world. But then, just like Bob Marley said, in the abundance of water, the fool is tasty. Rat race, rat race, rat race. You see, in the abundance of water, the fool is tasty. That is a proverb. That's why I respect Bob Marley the most. Blessings to Bob Marley. You know, when Bob Marley died, the day that Bob Marley died, the next year I was born on that same date. That's why this is one of the reasons why I respect him so much. But quite apart from that, his lyrics, his vibes, his everything is on point to me. That's what I think. Some of his lyrics and everything, almost about 90% to 99% of everything that he shared to the world is going on. But I'm not going to change the topic. This is the whole vibes that I'm going to share with you. As my brothers and sisters in Africa, especially in Ghana, please to the real estate developers, to people who are buying lands to sell to other people, please, 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 don't do this to your brothers and sisters. Whoever buys land from you has to get their documents. They really have to get their documents. So when I talk about lands, I knock on my chest. Like always, when I talk about lands, I knock on my chest because I know that nobody can just come and ask me, you sold this land to me and I can't build on the land because somebody also owns the land. Look, when you tell me this, the kind of upset that I'll have, you even run away and leave me. Because I'll see that not to be true. And I'm very strict, like very, 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 very strict when I do business. Let's do the right thing at the right time. And let's all live a happy life. Sometimes when people buy lands, they are buying it on with so many plans. Some people want to have a land, still have a place to farm, still have a place to put their head, and just buying the lands on different plans. But just look at what is happening. When you look at all of these things, it's upsetting. It's very stupid and nonsense. But this is the reality. In Ghana, when you are a foreigner, either you are from the UK, either you are from America, either you are from the Caribbean, any part of the Caribbean, either you are from Canada, either you are from Australia, either you are from any part of the world that you live, excluding the people who are still keeping us as slaves. You see, they are still able to acquire lands by the use of their mentality. Look at the Chinese, for instance. Chinese has a lot of lands in Ghana. The Lebanese has a lot of lands in Ghana. Indians has a lot of lands in Ghana. You see, Europeans has a lot of lands in Ghana. But why can't we just cooperate and have the same thing that they have? The reason is that you don't take your time to make the right investment. When you want things from a very cheap source, you end up losing whatever you have. Trust me. Our land tenure system originally belongs to the traditional rulers. But then when you buy land from the traditional ruler, you have to go through the government documentation. And that is where the drama starts. That is where everything starts. Because that is where you get to know that the person, even the traditional ruler who sold me the land doesn't belong to him anymore. So at the end of the day, you'll be confused. Trust me, you'll be confused. You might have the documents from the traditional ruler. Okay, fine. Somebody can also come with the same documents. to prove to you that he owns the land that he bought even before you bought the land. And another person will show up, another person will show up. At the end of the day, you see that you'll be battling, firing guns, killing each other. What is your problem? You see, in life, even when you have one bedroom on a land, it's okay for you. So why should you just go and kill each other because of land? Go and do these nasty things, these and inhuman things, or do just some stupid things that is not good to each other. Why should we do this? It's not good. I'm just here to let you know that this is what we have to do. You see, in Ghana, when you are going to buy land, based on the location that you buy in the land, when you meet a good person, even when the person know that this particular place that you buy the land from, the demarcation was made like 10 years ago, like 20 years ago, like 30 years ago, like 15 years ago, like 2 years ago, the person will have some inquiries about the land that you're buying, and the person will tell you that, okay, well, let's do some inquiries before you buy the land. That is when you meet the right person to buy the land. So when there's a red flag there about acquiring a land or buying a land, the person will tell you that, okay, let's change a different location. This place is already occupied. Just like me, even when you come here to buy land at the airport, inside the airport, I'll tell you that no one owns the airport. You see, no one owns the airport. The people that owns the airport is the military. You see, so you can't buy land there. I'm citing an example. And when you go to some other parts that people has already owned to buy land, except maybe when the land is being sold to you by the original source, then we can all go and make some inquiries from the survey department, from the town and country department, from the lands department. Then you go ahead and buy the land and have your genuine documents. But I would not just take you to a place that you buy land and later you'll be having problem, because when you have a problem as the buyer, for me who has led you or who has led you to buy the lands, my name will be mentioned there, and I don't want my name to be mentioned at where they sell lands. I only know about building. I only know how to take plans of my building, and I only know how to take plans of my livestock, my welding business, my blacksmith business, and my building business as well. Quite apart from that, anything that I have to do for you, it has to be on your side, But you don't have to put me into a situation that I don't want to be, because I'm not going to accept it. Especially when you just approach me and let me know that, oh, this is the land that I need from you, and I say, okay, yeah, I can get the land for you. First of all, I make sure that the land that you ask me for is what I can get for you. Quite apart from that, if I can't get you anything, at least if I have someone who can get you that, I'll be able to do what? Let you know or introduce you to the person. But I'll not personally put myself into that problem or put you into that problem. Because when there's a problem, my name is going to be the first name that will be mentioned, and I don't accept no nonsense. Very strict. Very, very, very strict. So there are some things I don't accept it in life, no matter how the cost of the land will be, no matter how much share I will have on the land. No, I'll just say no to that. Because you know what? The little bit of money that will come into my pocket might spoil my name for the rest of my life. It might be able to even spoil my legacies for the rest of my life. So I protect my legacy more than what comes into my pocket. Yeah. Quite apart from lands, anything that you have to do that will spoil my name, no. You see, it's a no-go area. I don't accept that. What I believe is that I will keep to work hard, to accomplish what I want to accomplish. But I don't push other people to make me rich, for them to fall, for me to get rich. No, I don't do that. And I don't do businesses that will spoil my name for me to get rich. No. You see, that's how I do my business. And I'm not literally telling people to come and buy lands from me, because I don't sell my lands to any other person that I don't trust. Even when I trust a person, it has to take a process for some time before I do that. So this is just a heads up. You see, in this conversation, after this video, I know some people would like to contact me about lands, but then I don't sell lands, or I don't encourage people to buy lands that I think is not safe for them to buy. And that doesn't mean that I don't want to help people. I really want to help people, but I want to help people, with a genuine source. Okay. So, Brother Richmond, blessed love to you. Joan Hartley, blessed love to you. Sister Love to Travel with Wave, for you, you know me. Blessed love to you, my sister. Um, Milord Louis June, blessed love to you. Sister Edith Rose, Mama Edith Rose, blessed love to you. Sister Sylvia, really, blessings and blessed love to you. Yeah, so Sister Edith Rose said, waterlogged land. One person told me not to register the land till after the house is finished building. Now, that is one of the fake lands. Once a land is sold and is genuine, you can go to whatever part in Ghana to go and register it. Sister Love to Travel with Wave said, 21 people watching. Let's like and share this live. I would encourage you to share the video, even if you don't want to like it, but just go ahead and share it. Because like me, like I told you, I don't even have the time to come on live. All the contents that I create is just for people to be able to understand exactly the real situation. I'm not just here to just, make funny things and go. No, I'm here to put something into your brain for you to go to bed with it. You see, that when you share it, it will be beneficial to others. Like I told you all the time. That's what I told you. That's what I always tell you all the time. Sometimes, you see, this one funny thing about YouTube. The most funniest thing about YouTube is that people who are funny, people who are just doing things that has nothing to do with people learning so much information, they are getting the viewership. And this is one of the things that makes me to just do my thing. I don't even edit my videos. When I go live, I don't make it look like, oh, this. No. For me, what I do is that I share with you exactly what it is. Just like I'm sitting here right now. There's no editing, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. What I have is what I share. You understand? I will not share with you something that I don't know. But then it's very good for us to have all of these informations. You understand? Because when we have these informations, it makes us understand. Just like the project that you see me going through right now. It's been a couple of days. I've not shared any video about that project. But hopefully, maybe tomorrow or maybe like sometime this week, I'll get some time to share that. When you watch that and you watch the progress, especially when you are someone who has been following me for a long time, you get to know that, what is this brother doing? Where did he got this knowledge? Where did he got these ideas? How did he come out with these ideas? You see, when you know me for a long time, especially with the issue of the system or with the project, the project that I'm having with the system. First of all, when I started the system from the scratch, when the man was digging it, doing all of this hard labor and everything, I said, I'm going to build a system. At the end of building the system, I'm going to have a lounge on top of it where people will sit, chill, relax, have a good time. Now it's there. Quite apart from the system and the lounge, I said I'm going to build a 1-bedroom apartment on top of the system. Now it's in progress. So sometimes, you see, we have to let, our results show people what we're doing. We don't just have to use this mouth to talk to convince people to like our videos, to talk to people to like, or let's say to have viewership or to share our contents. To me, when I look at all of this, I look at it as, like this kind of YouTubers, when I look at them to be jovials. Because first of all, what you are sharing, what do you have to share? Like originally, what do you have to share? You have to have something from your own mindset, from your own brain that you do that can be able to uplift people. But to those who are also doing this kind of sharing and things about, titles with their videos and all of these things for viewership, when I look at them and I see that they are doing a business. Though we all doing a business, because at the end of the month I'll get paid. You see, but for me, when I get paid on YouTube, I think it's normal. People support me with what I do, which I appreciate so much, because you know what? Before someone appreciates you or supports you for what you do, trust me, it all depends on what you give to them. That makes them appreciate you and at least able to support you. But then the reality is that, for me, sorry to say, I'm not just picking a side for myself. First of all, I have been into craftsmanship since 1996. I have been into craftsmanship since the year 1996. That was the year that I began. So just imagine, from 1996 to 2022. That's how many years. I celebrated my birthday on the 11th of May. That is this month. So deduct this year from 1996, or add this year into 1996. I'm 40 years. 40 good years. I'm still young and still growing. You see, I'm thankful for all of the knowledge that I had right from day one up to date. I'm very thankful, because you know what? Talking about craftsmanship and talking about royalty, I have had craftsmanship from my maternal lineage. You see, I have had craftsmanship from my maternal lineage. Sister Brenetta Craigley, blessings to you and welcome to the chat. How are you doing and how is the family doing? Okay, so I have had craftsmanship. My maternal lineage, my mother's mother was a blacksmith. You see, my mother's mother was a blacksmith from the family. My mother's mother, my ancestors were blacksmiths. Those days, there was nothing like measurement tape. There was nothing like measurement. There was nothing like fabricated metals. They were using their own source of, stones to create metals, to do hoes for farming. They were, using stones and other materials to create their own tools for farming, and for just for basic use. And talking about my same maternal family, so my mother's family, that is my mother's maternal family, they were blacksmiths, and my mother's paternal family, they were butchers. That's why I have this experience with the livestock. So my father's paternal family, they are mainly farmers and from the royalty. You see how my lineage goes. So this is something that I was born into. I learned it at home, and at the same time, practically, I learned it from my, we call it master, from my master. You see, this is my master. You see him. That's Lamashegu Yepalsi now. That was on the day of his inskinment. You see this picture, you see this man. That's my master. So what we have to learn is that in life, you see, in the year 1996, when they took me to this old man, that was a long time ago, 26 years ago, when they took me to him, he was like, he's too young. And the most funniest part of the story is that was my junior high school. That was my first year in junior high school, 1996. Because the reason why I said my first year, you see, 1996, 1997, I graduated from primary school in 1996, and that same year I went to junior high school. So 1996, 1997 was my first time in junior high school. So 97, 96, 97. So let's say 97, 98, 99, 3 years. I graduated early 2000 from junior high school. So from 2000 up to date, calculate the years. All this while I was attending school and learning the welding job. So there is no part of this world that I'll go without having a job, because everything that I learned is still here. You see, everything that I learned is still here. There is no part of the world that I'll go and I'll say I can't have a job. At least the smallest blacksmith shop or the smallest welding shop, I can still get a job there to work. You see, but I don't want to jump into the topic. Let's come back into the topic with land ownership. Please, my brothers and sisters who are having dreams of moving to Ghana, moving to Africa, and acquiring lands to build your own houses, follow the right channels, follow the right process. I'm not telling you to come to me, rushing me and trying to get you lands, because I'm very, 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 very busy person, and land business is not part of my business. It's a part of my business, but I do it with people that I trust. That's one thing. Let's say if you want to get a livestock, let's say if you want to get into sheep farming, goat farming, cattle farming, for that one, I'm very open into that. Anytime at all, even right now when you buy an animal from me, trust me, by this time tomorrow, you're going to have that same animal that you bought from me at your farms. For that one, it's 100% deal. But you see, land business, something that I said I don't really do to so many people. Trust me, I don't do it. I don't really do it. But what I want you to know is that you might know some people who are doing it, but be very careful with the people that you buy lands from. There are even some people, trust me, they built their house like about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and later the houses will be taken away from them because they did not buy the lands from the right channel. Spending. the cases of these lands is still pending. You might be able to buy a land in Africa, not only in Ghana. You might be able to acquire land, buy the land, pay for the land, let's say in Ghana in this year 2022, and you live on the land for like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and later, you'll be told that the channel that you passed through to buy the land was not the right channel, so it doesn't belong to you. So that means that your house has to be pulled down for the owner of the house to take the land. Trust me, I saw that several times. I have seen that several times. I'm not just telling you this as a story, but it happens. You can buy a land today, and for the next 20 years, 30 years, in Africa, they will tell you that the land doesn't belong to you to buy the land. You see, it is the reality, sister Mama Edith. It's reality, but it's happening. I have seen that several years, several years. It depends. It could be family problem. It could be, land tenant system problem with regards to the chieftaincy or the owners, or it could be even the source that you bought the land wasn't the right channel, and the person that is capable to ask for the land did not show up. So from the next 30 years, if the child of the original owner of the land grew up and say, oh, this was my father's property, I need it back, they will come to you because they know you did not get the right ownership to the land. You see what I'm saying? So what we have to do is that, please, for me, I'm just sharing this with you for free. Either you like it or not, that's what it is. All what I know is that, for me, I don't sell this kind of lands. Like, no. If I don't trust on a land, I don't sell it. If I don't own a land and have some, I wish I can possibly show you some documents to lands that I own, but I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to boast, this is what I have. No, I don't do that. Because what I do that and you say, oh, sell this to me, I'll say, oh, I don't sell it. You see, then you'll be confused. Why does he have these lands and he doesn't want to sell it? It is not that I don't want to sell it. I have children and hoping to have grandchildren. I have families. I have like some big family, some very, very big family. So it's not all kind of lands that I sell. You understand? I only sell my lands and stay focused. Like I told you, in the past, I was selling lands to just people who wants to buy lands. But later I realized that, oh, it's not everyone that I have to sell my lands to. Then I stop it. You understand? You see, when you own a land, let's say you own this land. You see this remote control that I have. Let's say that's a piece of land. Someone bought it from me. And it is this remote control that I use for my car. Let's say for my car, as an example, it is this remote control that I use to open my car. I used to use open like to regulate my TV, my sound system, my everything, just by this one remote control. And I decided to sell this remote control out. Tomorrow, what do you think will happen? When I try to open up my car, nope. My TV, nope. My sound system, nope. Everything that this remote control controls, I've sold it out. So that is exactly how the issue of land is. So when you are selling lands to people, you have to be very careful. Especially, there are some lands when you sell it out to people and later they are misbehaving. You can tell them to just vacate the area, but then you will not take the land completely away from them. You see what I mean? They might be able to sell the land and leave, or just vacate the land, but I don't like this. Very, very peaceful. Look, I love peace. I love for everyone to have peace. And I really love each and everyone to have a progress in life. So, and therefore, when you sell your lands to people, you have to be very careful and mindful about what you do. It's just like when you sell your land to someone and you don't have any more lands, or let's say later the person is using the land to colonize you or to control you or to just use it against you, it means that you have sold yourself to the person and not the land. See what I'm saying? So we have to be very careful and very mindful about how we sell our lands. But then, above all, we should be very focused when we sell our lands. You see what I'm saying? So, family, thank you so much for coming along. Zoe Techno said, how do we protect ourselves? Protecting yourselves depends on the research that you make, especially with regards to buying of land. This particular live video is based on how you buy, the source that you get to buy your land. So it doesn't basically deal with 100% about protection, but then it depends on how you acquire your land and how you build your house. But you can protect yourself. Protecting yourself has to do with, it has to do with the kind of people that you meet. And, personally, how you also think about life and what you think you can protect yourself. You understand? Though protection is different, because let's say right now, at where I am right now, I'm fully protected. No one can come against me and just do whatever they want. You understand? At any time, no one can do that. But then I hope and pray that everyone will have the best of protection. But then you have to also use your mind and be very careful. Okay? Yeah. So, Brother Solomon is also on this channel. Solomon SA, blessings to you. So, family, that's all I have to share with you tonight. At least I was trying to be in this live chat for like an hour, but I've spent for like 30 minutes, but I've spent an hour and 2 minutes and then some few seconds. Stay blessed, stay focused, enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully, I'm gonna come back again, which I don't know when I'm coming back, because I'm into farming, both livestock and crop farming. So I'm very, very busy. And above all, I'm gonna be super busy working on other things, other projects. So I'm just here on YouTube to share with you, for you to learn, and for you to also have some, something some kind of benefits from what I share. So hopefully I'll be back again. I wouldn't be able to tell, but hopefully I'll be back again to continue with this conversation. I wish you all, to my brothers and sisters in the US, I wish you all a happy Memorial Day, and I pray that we'll finally have freedom over there, and joy as well. And I wish each and everyone who is watching a very wonderful night, sound sleep, and sweet dreams. I love you all. Peace, love, blessings. To my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, one love, peace, blessings to you all. To my brothers in the US and in Canada, in Australia, and Europe, in every part of Africa, I said, stay blessed, stay focused, be truthful to yourself, keep pushing through, keep working hard, and never, ever, ever try to look down upon yourself. Make sure that you know that what this person have, you can also have it. So keep working hard. Just keep being truthful to yourself. Keep pushing through. Never give up. Stay focused. And above all, love your brother. Love your sister. Love your neighbor. And, just love each other. Just because you love each other and nothing else. I love you all, people, family. Stay blessed, stay focused, and keep the blue high. One love, peace. Yeah, man. Oh. Richmond, blessings. Sister Wonderful, blessings. Oh, my Lord, Louis Joan, blessings. Oh, the family is popping up. You all stay blessed and have a wonderful evening. To those that have not been able to mention your names, please don't vex. Okay? We'll all come back again. If me not call your name, please catch me in at the next song. Woyoy. That's from Fanta Moja. Blessings.